Next stage is the pirate ship, and if you thought the ocean was a short level, this one is even shorter. 4 total screens. Climb down a ladder, move right, climb up the next ladder, and you're at the boss. Easy, right? Well, not quite. Just about every enemy takes a motherload of hit points off your meter. The midget pirate doesn't do anything besides run, but he's a fast little bastard and takes like a million hits to kill. Then the taller pirate fires off a barrage of skulls that do some damage. The best thing to do with this guy is to jump right up close to him, preferably avoiding some skulls in the process, and just fire repeatedly. Standing from a long distance to kill him is just plain suicide, because your attacks won't go through as much and you'll keep getting hit. Just don't get too close, because contact with him is instant death. So the boss is Pegleg Pete, and his attacks are fucking ruthless. He throws knives that continuously change direction sporadically. There aren't a ton of them coming at you at once, and your stars won't penetrate the knives, so long distance attack is out. The only chance you have is to have a lot of energy going into the battle, get up really close to him, jump in unison with him, fire repeatedly, and hope you get lucky and not get hit with any knives. Another boss with no real strategy. Oh wait, there is another way you can kill him. Just like with the wizard in the funhouse, you can put Minnie up top and keep yourself down below and kill him safely. Alright, 4 down, 1 more to go. The castle. This stage is a mondo pain in the ass when it comes to Minnie. There are a lot of areas with these small platforms that she can easily fall through, especially while you're fighting enemies. So you have to constantly be trying to get her to jump back to keep her on pace with you. Then there's that goddamn crow again, which, like in the funhouse, snags Minnie and you have to spend some time looking for that stupid statue guessing game. So don't go overboard with the hidden items you'll find. Stage design is made to seem like a semi-maze with multiple routes to take, although there's really just 2 main routes with a few sub-rooms that lead to nothing. Sometimes you'll go through doors and sometimes you'll go through ceilings, which can be a real bitch because you need both Minnie and Mickey to pass through these floors. So if one falls in, the other has to as well. The object is to find a key to unlock the door at the end that leads to the boss. Not long after you start off, you'll come to a decision of going up or continuing through this door on the upper left hand side. Go up and continue until you find the key. Now you might think it'll unlock the door on the other side of the room, but that door is where you'll start off from if you die while fighting the final boss. So go back to the fork from earlier and go left. Follow the linear path and shoot the closed windows to find potential cakes for health. Notice how every room is pretty much the same. A bunch of small platforms to make moving Minnie around annoying, and a bunch of shit flying around to distract and or hurt you. Next fork you reach, go left and up. Then go through the upper decker door and... oh shit, it's Pegleg Pete again? Wasn't it bad enough that you already had to fight him once? Well, here you can't use the trick with Minnie, so you'll either have to try your luck firing at close range, or you can grab an invincibility fairy that I find is usually in the previous room, or in the room with Pete himself. Thankfully, he doesn't throw nearly as many knives as he did earlier, so it's not that much of a nightmare to fight him. Not long after this is the locked door to the final boss. If you made it here without the key, you'll be pissed off to discover that you have to go all the way back, get it, and then come back to the door again. Plus you have to fight the boss, who turns out to be the witch from Snow White. This time you actually have a pattern of sorts to follow, although it is a generic one at best. These projectiles, which strangely look like shrunken basketballs, will bounce in pairs towards you. The object is to keep jumping and land in between each set while firing over the balls so the shots hit her head area. Repeat the process until you finish her off. Then you'll open up the door on the end, land out in the middle of a park, and wake up a sleeping Alice from Wonderland, and that's it. So yeah, Alice was the mystery friend they were talking about. Now I have no problems with Alice in Wonderland, but other than the fact that they're both Disney, Alice and Mickey don't have very much connection at all. We see Mickey and Goofy and Donald and all of them in the same cartoons, but Alice? I really think that you should have been Mickey and only Mickey, and the rescuee should have been Minnie. Well, what's wrong with the old generic damsel in distress storyline? Absolutely nothing if it eliminates the annoying sidekick and a head-scratching ending. Now, Mickey Mousecapade is not complete trash. It looks pretty good, controls good, the sounds are okay, generally there are some strong points, but there are too many flaws to classify this as a good game or even a decent game. Minnie's role tops this list of flaws easily. Then there are level design issues and poorly constructed boss battles, etc. Overall, it's a pretty weak game, but if Mickey Mousecapade was nothing more than Capcom's Disney warm-up, then it serves its purpose because there were a good amount of good ones to follow up. So that wraps up this edition of Aqualung's Game Reviews. See you next time.